Okay, there's a song by John Mayer, and it goes "Why Georgia, Why." So we call this hat the "Why Georgia," and it really doesn't necessarily have to have anything to do about Georgia, but it has to do with why. And if you remember way back to about fourth grade when they were teaching about the news, and they said, well, you have your a news reporter should ask all those questions, all the W questions: who, what, where, when, why, and then tag on a how. And if you cover all those, then your news editor is going to be happy with what you submitted. But if you didn't cover all those, your editor is going to go, I'm going to send you back to journalism school. So, what are we going to talk about? Why Georgia today? Polarity is what I want to talk to you about. Okay, what is polarity? Well, it's supposed to be one of the seven universal laws, and I don't think it's really a law. It's kind of a discussion. And what do you want to discuss about polarity? Well, is there any polarity in me not talking? Yes, there's the polarity of talking and not talking. Hot and cold. Someone says, how about talking a little bit and talking a lot? Much and less. Where are we going with all this? It becomes very difficult to even live with yourself when you have got toxic emotions attached to opinions. What's the difference between an opinion and an observation? This is not going too well. One of my people say, why? It's because when I view people involved with politics, usually there's a great polarity. It's basically, well, the ideal is we're all American citizens. But if I'm a Republican, I hate the Democrats, and if I'm a Democrat, I hate the Republican. How much do you hate the Republican? I hate the Republican more than I hate the North Koreans who want to nuke our country. Why? Well, the nukeable people are, huh? The nukeable people are either North Korean or they're Republican or they're Democrat. They're different from me. They've got a different view, and you can't get anywhere because this polarity problem. Us and them. It's always us and them, right or wrong. So if you remove the emotion from it, what would you have? Well, you could look at all of these words that go along with being a Democrat and all the words that go along with being a Republican. It's like opening a book. Is there an emotion in the book? Well, if you start reading the story, there is an emotion in the book, maybe. Emotional tale. What if it's a dry textbook on mathematics? Is there emotion in the book? On a textbook of mathematics, is there emotion in it? Could be. How could you get emotion out of a dry textbook on mathematics? It was written on purpose poorly to confuse you. And then it was published, and then you showed up in 10th grade, and this was your textbook, and you started to read it because you were assigned to read the chapter before the class tomorrow, and you've gone over it 2 times, and you don't understand it. Well, maybe it's just because it's new to you. But you, when you pointed out, you say, if I brought this to my English teacher, I would say to my English teacher, this doesn't seem to be good English. Uh, it's a run-on sentence. It's a sentence that's got so many different ideas in it that I can't process it. So, is there an emotion in the book? Well, it's written so poorly that the emotion that is in the book is frustration for the reader. So, yeah, there's an emotion built into it. I mean, the book itself is a dead thing, but any human reading this book is going to get the emotion. This is a poorly written book. That's not really an emotion. This is a poorly written book, and I have to read it, and I've got to be able to answer the questions from the teacher tomorrow, and I can't because I can't understand the textbook. Why, Georgia? So humans have emotions. We get emotions from living as humans. Do you want to eliminate your emotions so you can be not pissed off all the time? I can't tell you anything other than insisting that you have emotions or not isn't really up to me. I don't think it's up to you. It just comes with being human. For good or bad, you've got these emotions, and sometimes it feels like I can't even do anything because I'm paralyzed by the emotion, you know? So, where are these coming from? The emotions may be tied into the thought forms. What are the thought forms? They're like the opinions that all of a sudden, you're given to think about a subject and thoughts come to you. And sometimes there's a lot of energy that's associated with the thought. So that, you were just going to go and write down what your thought was. And then all of a sudden, your body is like full of all this emotional energy. And you're going, I was just going to write this down. And then, I didn't, this energy wasn't here a minute ago. How do you feel when people interrupt you? I don't know how you feel. Usually, when I get interrupted, I wonder who's interrupting me? Why are they interrupting me? Who and why? What's the lesson about interruptions? Sometimes you're being told, um, what? Someone is unhappy with you because you're talking about something or you're doing something, and it's driving them crazy. They've got strong emotions and they want you gone because you're the source of their emotion. They just want quiet and you're talking. Can you ever live with other humans? Or just some of them that have problems with you talking because you got cabin fever? They're people that you have to live with. The human condition is very difficult at times. Other times, you enjoy the company of the other humans because you're all laughing and having a good time. What's the difference? I'm tired right now. I need a rest. A bunch of people come in and start making a lot of noise and they're laughing. Do I want to laugh with them? My first impression is, "Oh, I want to go out there and shoot you all because I can't stand the noise you're making. I'm tired." But after I've listened to you for 5 or 10 minutes, I'm still tired. I might change my mind and say, I'm tired. I can't sleep. I can't get rid of these people. Maybe I'll just go out and see these people. I'll leave my bedroom, go out and see these people. And lo and behold, I go out there and I'm still tired. But the next thing you know, I'm laughing. Why, Georgia? To sum up, I don't want to review anymore. I don't want to talk about polarity anymore, but it's big right now. And how do we cure polarity? Someone says just being aware of it.